outdoor was obviously super successful that season, but indoor as well. I think that's what's so special about the club, is that we pride ourselves on the indoor team as well as the outdoor team, which not many clubs did back then and do. I think today there's only a few.
Yeah, and I think from the men's point of view, they were so successful. And they were, the club was renowned for having all the support in the stands. It was a great atmosphere. And I remember saying to Simon when I first joined, because he was talking about the ambition of the club and going to Europe, and I was like, I literally just want to go to indoor Europe. It's the best thing ever. And we've got it. We can do it. Obviously, Richard Organ and Mary and the club have just got it from an indoor perspective. That's literally what I wanted. And obviously, the first year we got to the semi-finals for the first time, so it was like a big event. We were there. I think Sally Monday it was the first year where they'd actually gave the women a slot as well on the semis.
It was up in Telford, I think it was. Or Kettering. Same, I don't know, up north. We had to go up north, but yeah.
Separate from the men though still, wasn't it? But
we had it was still
a slot,
ticketed.
Which was great. So yeah, I do remember that actually.
And it was close, right? 1-0. We won 1-0 against Slough.
That's it.
So it was like, yeah.
We're here now. We almost didn't believe in ourselves. I remember we turned up to the event and we're all kind of. I remember the youngsters like walking around and thinking, "Wow, like look at this." And it was so evident then that we were so inexperienced. And in my head, I'm like, I'm not sure that we're quite there. We're good enough, but it's a whole different ball game going into finals, wasn't it? Yeah. Against Bowden, I think, was it?
Yeah.
My old club. Up against Sally Walton and Tina and things like that. So in my head, I was desperate to beat them as well. But I think that was the first it gave us all the first taste of what it was about, what we need, where we needed to be. That's what I'm saying. We were a different outfit, and I'm trying to think
Anzi.
So
after we got So after that season, when we got to Prem, Anzi joined.
Yeah.
I think she was the main player we brought in. To be fair, I think what was so great is a lot of the team stayed together. Right, Lucy Browns, the Roofs, the Ashes, everyone.
Yeah, Jojo. We were a good indoor outfit, weren't we? And we had like tactically from Orgs and Mary as well.
Obviously, like I always think winning the first time you win the title, I think is the most special time. It was a shame I think I was injured that season or that indoor season, so I wasn't part of it. But watching you guys, I think it's always so special when you do it for the first time. And then obviously off the back of it, the following year, right, you then played Europe again. I don't think I couldn't make it.
Part-time,
clearly.
Which again was disappointing. I remember thinking, you're so dangerous and not having like your. I think maybe I'd
gone to Holland, to be fair. So the first season I was injured and then I went off to Holland, to be fair.
Okay, cheers, Sophie.
So yeah.
You didn't value us that much, obviously. No, I do remember thinking this was going to be tough, losing one of the best players. But actually, I think as a squad and a team, we were so close and tight. We just had a big laugh, to be fair. Which then transferred onto the pitch. So we did just have a really good time.
Because you picked up bronze medal, no?
Yeah, we got bronze, yeah. I remember the Irish team, Chloe Brown, Irish, is now obviously at EG as well. So
recruitment as well on the trip, not only a medal.
Yeah, exactly. The management side must have had a word in her ear on the last night in the bar or something. Yeah. But I think that's what was great about the club as well, in terms of, they were always thinking, okay, what's next? What do we need? How can we strengthen? And obviously that's why you continue to build on each year, which is
fundamentally, if you stand still, you're going to get beat, right? And I think completely agree. We've managed to keep on building.
Yeah,
yeah, good times.
It was good times.
A number of years ago, but
10 years ago now. Yeah. I wonder where it'll be in another 10 years. I mean, it's great to come back to see the club actually today, just how much more professional it is as well. Things like this, the drones and the, all the tech going on at the side, and it's great to see, and I think sadly you're still only probably one or two clubs maybe doing it in the women's game at the minute. But still, I think that's something about EG, isn't it? Like, you've always been innovative and
as
trying to
players, we're
introduce
so
things.
lucky that there's so many people at this club that give so many hours to help promote the team, help support us, and they're a huge reason why we're able to be successful on the pitch, have these European trips, etc. So, yeah, it's a huge team effort here at the club, and it's always so nice to have visitors that come back like yourself. And
Yeah.
it's always weird to play against you, I have to say, on the EG pitch. But
I know, yeah, it's weird coming back and playing today, because I think, like, obviously Bowden, we went down a couple of years ago, and going back to the initial story of it's difficult in those hot lower divisions of trying to get back up.
yeah,
And last year was going to be my last year, and then we got into Prem. I was like, oh God, I'm going to have to give it a go and see how it is. And obviously, it's been a great season. It's just been very fitting to kind of have my last away game of the season and of my career here back at EG. So goosebumps, I suppose, talking about it. But it's happy times, happy memories, and it's also great just to see kind of what you guys are doing. And off to Europe next week, which was right at the very beginning of the journey 10 years ago. It's good to see that you guys are there. So I wish you all the luck.
Kirst.
And
should we go get a drink?
Yeah,
Go get a drink.
let's go have a drink whilst we can.
Oh,
There we go. There we go.
Done.
Thank you.